everyone, so today we are here with a first impression, which is why I'm barefaced. So today we are trying out a drugstore foundation, and it is the new L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. This foundation is a cushion foundation, like I just said. I picked this up in my local CVS. I got mine for $16, which is pretty high on the bar of drugstore foundation. So I am excited to try it out because it's the first cushion foundation I'm trying out. And I got mine in the shade W3. This foundation collection has 12 shades from what I could see. It was 4 on the warm, 4 on the neutral, and 4 on the cool. I always prefer my foundations to be warm because I am warm toned, and even neutral are fine with me, but I was just kind of really glad that they had the warm, neutral, and cool. I hate foundations with pink undertones. So W3 seemed like the best match for me. I really don't know if it's gonna be a perfect match because I suck at picking foundations up without being able to swatch them. This is what the foundation itself looks like. I really do love the packaging. It's very, you know, even though for a drugstore foundation, it's just really nice. So it is like a rose gold mirror, and then on the inside it just has a really cute big mirror. Then you have your applicator here, which is a sponge, and I like that it's separate from the actual foundation, so when it comes to hygiene and stuff, it's not touching your foundation when you're putting it back. So you're not putting it on and then putting it back, and it's not just living there. It has its separate compartment for you to put in, and that is what it looks like, which hopefully it's a match. A little lighter than usual because it is winter. Winter in Miami doesn't exist, but you know, I always get lighter during this time anyway. But this is what the foundation looks like. Let's hope it matches. Yeah. Let's hope. So at the drugstore, I've heard a lot of people talking about this concealer, so I wanted to try it. And it is the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. This is what it looks like. I still haven't taken it out of the box. And I got mine in light. I always like to get my concealers very light. Light is like the lightest shade, but I always like to get them in light. I feel like this concealer has been out for a while, but it says new. So it has a doe foot applicator, which I like. We're going to be trying this out too. So it's going to be a first impression of the L'Oreal Lumi and the Better Skin from Maybelline. Okay, so I have moisturizer on my face. I'm going to be using the drugstore Target NIVEA Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm, and I'm also going to be using the more high-end Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Primer, which I really like. And this primer, I really like it for girls with bigger pores like mine. It does have a little bit of pigment. I don't know if you guys can tell. It does have a little bit of pigment, but I just mostly put it where my pores are more defined, which is kind of in this area. And it does dry pretty invisible. It also kind of brightens the skin a little bit, so I like that. And then on the left side of my face, I'm going in with the NIVEA Post Shave Balm. And everybody raves about this, so I'm just going to put a decent sized amount, and then I'm going to dab it. I might have put a little bit too much. I'm like so used to amounts for a whole face, so the Urban Decay primer is already pretty dried up, and what's the word? Like, my skin already sucked it up. That's not the word I'm looking for. But it's pretty set into my skin. As for the NIVEA one, it's still drying and setting in, so I'm gonna let that dry a little bit more. And I also want to not use the cushion that came with the foundation, but I feel like it wouldn't be a proper first impression if I used it with something else. I feel like if I absolutely hate it with the cushion, then I will switch to something else. So I'm just going to grab the foundation and press onto the cushion. That's what it looks like. Ah, so scared. I'm going to go into the right side of my face first, which has the Urban Decay primer. Little fingers. Okay, 3 fingers. There we go. So I'm just gonna press that into my skin. The color looks pretty good. Color looks pretty good, I think. Okay. Wow. I really like that. I really like the way it looks on camera. In person, I'm not yet convinced. I still see some blemishes peeking through, and the redness has not been covered. I do have horrible redness though, like it's so bad, I hate it. So I'm just going back to those areas. Like I have a really bad pimple right now. I always have really red cheeks, as you can tell. I have a lot of redness there and a lot of redness on my nose. Okay, I like the sponge applicator. I just don't like it when it comes to the forehead because I feel like since I applied my eyebrows already, I feel like I'm gonna mess them up. I'm gonna apply whatever's left on this on my eye. Just to brighten that eye area since I have horrible dark eyes, like my eyelids are dark. So I like it. So that's with the Urban Decay primer. I feel like this foundation works better when you work slowly with it. Or maybe I should work fast because on the right side of my face I kind of worked it pretty slow. I definitely feel I worked the coverage up a little bit more on this one because I did want it to look full coverage. So I'm gonna just do the same on the other side and apply like a second layer. But I gotta say I'm really impressed. I really did not think I was gonna like this foundation because it's a Lumi foundation. So just getting around those little areas is kind of difficult. But I like it. I like it. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm not sure if I would recommend this to people who have more acne than I do. I have like acne scarring. I don't really have like a lot of acne anymore. I have acne prone skin for sure, but I don't really feel like I have acne anymore. So the sponge is completely not white anymore. I feel like in person the foundation doesn't look as nice as it looks in video. So that's really my only... the sponge is kind of hard to work with. The sponge is a little hard to work with because you're just kind of like, I'm holding it with 3 fingers. Like, I feel like if I build it up anymore, I'll just look too cakey. My hair is just washed. That's why you see it in a bun, or no, in a wannabe bun. Okay, I think the color was perfect. I think it does say to seal it tightly because it is a mousse. You don't want it to dry out. So you want to make sure that this is sealed tightly all around. When it comes to color choice and picking out your color, I think it's pretty easy. They only have 12 shades. So as long as you know your undertones or what kind of foundation you like on yourself, then I feel like it would be pretty easy to find your match. I do kind of a little bit feel like the foundation applied a little bit smoother on this side, which has the Urban Decay primer, but it's just a little bit. It's not a huge difference, so I definitely am not saying you need the $30 primer. I'm going to set my face, but not my under eyes, with the MAC Skin Finish. No, the MAC Studio Care Blend Pressed, and I'm in medium dark. This is really old though, so I might have to get a lighter one. Tap this on here, not my under eyes because I still have to put on concealer. I just want to set this before it gets oily, and it's really just a light set. I'm not going in with too much powder. Definitely my forehead. Yeah, you can set my forehead. I'm looking for a really good and inexpensive setting powder. I bought the NYX one, but I hate it. It's so powdery. I hate every time I open it, it's like a huge mess. Like I said, today I'm trying out the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer in Light. I'm just gonna take it from the doe foot applicator and apply in a triangular shape. And I'm also going to use this to brighten up the face a little bit. Okay, that looks good. You never know how people get theirs like wet. Like, do they go to the bathroom before they start filming? So I always just grab my Urban Decay setting spray and just dampen it a little bit with that. Not too much. And then I grab my beauty blender. And then I just blend away. Okay, so this concealer is really light, but it blends so nicely. Okay, so I really love it. So I'm going to go in with another light layer of the MAC powder just to set everything. Wow, oh my gosh, I am really impressed with this foundation. I think it's a really perfect everyday foundation, and I think it's very easy to apply. I was not expecting to love this foundation as much as I do. So I don't think it's the best foundation, but I think it's a really good foundation, especially for us oily girls who like a luminous but also matte glow. Like, I know I like my foundations very matte. I don't like anything luminous, so the word luminous kind of scares me. But I really like this foundation because I feel like it has a very healthy glow. It's not too heavy. It just, to me, it looks like skin. To me, it looks like skin. Like you're not really wearing anything. Okay, so I'm gonna put the rest of my makeup on. I'm gonna put some music and we're gonna jam. Hi everyone, so originally I was going to come back with updates on the foundation, but I didn't get around to do that. So this foundation first impression is over now, but if you want to keep watching, I'm going to have a little get ready with me. I might film this eye look because I really like it and it actually would have been really beautiful for Valentine's Day. But anyway, if you want to keep on watching, then keep on watching for the get ready with me, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want to know more about what I thought about the foundation, then make sure to check out the blog post that will be in the description box. Bye!